Hey everyone, today we are talking about body change and is it a bad idea to want to change your body? I get this question sometimes from you and you're asking me, I heard that it's a bad idea to want to change my body because that means that I'm not body positive, that I don't respect myself, I don't like myself and I don't love myself, and although I would like to change my body, now I feel like I cannot. So how should you go about it? Should you try to change your body if you want to or not? I think this is a really complex question, but if I had to give one answer to your question, is it a bad thing to want to change my body? I would say that no, it's not a bad thing. It all depends on how you go about it and if you are ready for it. Today, I would like to ask you 5 questions and see if you really are ready for changing your body. If you are answering yes to all these questions, then you're probably ready. If you're answering no, then there's a very good chance that you are not ready. So let's get to those questions. Question number 1, can I accept and like and love myself even if my body ends up not changing? If you answer yes, then that's awesome. Then you can try to change your body a little bit. This is really super important that you can answer yes to this question, because otherwise, if you cannot accept yourself, you're just going to go crazy with your weight loss and your fat loss again, and you're definitely going to overdo it. And the interesting thing is that if we are in this mindset that no change is ever enough, we're going to try more and more and lose more and more weight. And this is where the overtraining and undereating and all the health issues happen. So please make sure that you can say a sound yes to this question. Can I accept myself even if the weight loss or the fat loss is not going to happen? The second question that I would like you to answer yes to is my physical health good enough to try any body change? How do you know if your physical health is good? Are you having your periods? Are they ovulatory? Are you going to the bathroom at least once every day? Are you feeling rested and recovered most of the time after your workouts? How is your mood? Is your mood good? So there are a lot of signs like that that tell you that either you are ready or you are not ready. If you don't have your period, your digestive system is a mess, you are never truly rested, and you're always super irritable, and maybe your hair is falling out, and maybe you're just feeling like crap overall, then weight loss is not what you should be thinking about, because these signs tell us that your body is under stress and it does not want any more stress right now. Because when we start changing our bodies, there's going to be probably some changes. There's going to be a little bit of caloric deficit. There's going to be maybe a little bit less certain macronutrients. We're not talking about huge cuts here. I'm not a fan of those at all, but there's going to be a little bit of those adjustments, and they are stress on the body. So if the body is already stressed out, then we don't want to add any more stress. So answer this question, is my physical health good? And if it is good, and if you still want to change something, then there's a good chance that it is a good time for it. The next question that I would like you to answer yes to is that, do I have a better plan than extreme dieting or extreme calorie cuts or extreme overtraining? Do you have a better plan for your body change? And what is this plan? So of course, here's the problem, and you know this already. If you are severely undereating, there's going to be some health issues. If you are severely overtraining, there's going to be some health issues. And I believe that most of you have been through these things already and know exactly how this goes. Let's say that your maintenance calories are around 2200, and now all of a sudden you get this idea that you're going to start eating 1700 calories a day. This is a 500 calorie deficit. And if on top of that you're going to start training harder, of course things are not going to go well. So what is your plan? Do you have a decent plan? Do you have a little bit of calorie cut there? Are you eating enough protein? Do you have enough carbohydrates? And this plan has to be tailored to you, because MyFitnessPal can give you absolutely insane numbers to look at. They can give you numbers like 1400 calories a day. And if you start doing things like that, of course your health is going to be worse. Yeah, you're going to lose weight, absolutely, but it's going to come with price. So answer this question, do I have a better plan than extreme calorie cut, extreme overtraining, and starvation? The next question to ask yourself is my goal reasonable? What is a reasonable goal? Reasonable goal is the one that does not mess up your health, your physical or mental health. So let's say that you are right now 150 pounds and you're feeling good and feeling healthy and have energy and have a period and have your metabolism okay. And now you get this idea that you want to be 120 pounds, although you've never been. Of course, it's not going to end well. And of course, you're not going to get to that 120 without getting sick, basically. So make sure that your goal is reasonable. And to be completely honest, sometimes it's even better to not have a certain goal, a certain weight number, because it can really start messing with our heads, which is where I'm going next. But it can really, really mess with your head, and this goal can be absolutely unrealistic. If you watch the video where I was talking about if you weigh too much, then you know that actually your scale does not matter so much. So please don't set yourself unrealistic goals that will totally wreck your health again. And the last question I would like you to ask and answer yes to is non-scale achievements that I would like to see. Like I said earlier, I don't think that the scale is the best way to measure your success, because the body weight can fluctuate, and what is normal BMI for one person is not normal BMI for another person. There are so many reasons why I don't think that the scale is the best way to measure your success, but you can use things like, okay, am I seeing a little bit more muscle definition? Are my clothes fitting better? And of course, am I still sleeping well? Am I still getting my periods? Is my metabolism okay? So these are all much, much better indicators of your success than your weight going down. Were you able to answer yes to all of these questions? Is my physical health good? Do I have a decent plan for that change that does not involve anything extreme? Is my goal reasonable? And do I have a list of non-scale victories that I'm going to celebrate? If you answered yes, then you may be ready for some body change. And if you get started with that, or when you get started with that, I'd really like you to keep in mind that your health, your physical and mental health, has to stay good throughout this process. And if you start noticing some changes that are not so good, then you have to pull back and stop for a little while. For example, again, I always talk about periods. If your periods go away, or they become anovulatory, or they become all over the place and they used to be normal, then this might be the sign that maybe you have pushed your body too far. If you stop going to the bathroom every single day, if you stop feeling energized, if you're still working out a lot and you never feel recovered for your next workout, these are the signs that maybe you have gone too far. And of course, there are also a list of mental signs. Are you becoming super moody? Are you becoming really, really irritable? Do you feel like you cannot go out to eat anymore, or you cannot meet up with friends because you are really, really worried about the food situation there? Are you getting crazy cravings that you have to fight all the time? Is your hunger through the roof and you're always hungry? These are all signs that you have taken your body composition or weight loss or whatever goals they are too far, and you are probably not fueling your body the way you should. If this happens, then it's good time to check in with yourself again and see, okay, where have I gone too far and where should I make some adjustments? If you notice any of these signs, you have to really check in with yourself and see, what can I change? Because you know that if you don't stop and if you keep going, and if you even cut your calories more or start training harder, it's not going to make anything better. The short answer to this question, is it wrong to want to change my body, is no. But there are so many details there, and make sure that you answer these 5 questions that I asked you to make sure that you are actually ready for this change. Thank you so much for being here, and I talk to you again soon. Bye bye.